Hi guys, it's George Hewitt here. Welcome to the Supercoach Swordplay podcast.
In pick 16, Chris Lyons have selected Darcy Wilmot from
Jeez, I love you blokes. G'day guys, welcome to a massive edition of Supercoach Live. It's only round 2 and we are boosting for injuries, and I think I'm speaking on behalf of most people here. We haven't got all the good rookies. Most of us have got Rosie and the big cement bag. You've probably got Sharp, a lot of you to the watching as well. So we've got rookie carnage, we've got premium carnage. It is all happening. And it's only early on. And this is why we play the great game of Supercoach, isn't it? Because we're suckers for pain, I think. So already almost 100 people on. And I think I've got 30 odd comments or questions to get through. So we're going to jump straight into it even. And first up is Maxi. G'day, mate. 18-3-7. I think we've all got to do 3 trades. As I said, mate, with everyone that got hurt, absolutely. It is a round of carnage. I thought last week was bad enough with the Youngs and that under injury clouds and even coming into this week, but it's way worse than I was expecting anyway, mate. CJG, Finn O'Sullivan gave me 45. Give me a break. It's been a long Sunday for Supercoach. Sunday's been pretty kind to me, but I know for others, such as yourself with Foz, no good at all. And yeah, when you're getting premium scoring in the 40s and you're disappointed, a mid-pricer, even worse, unfortunately. Maxi Essendon fan here, may go for the Dogs for the year. Well, they're my second team. I'm a bit of a closet Dogs fan outside the lines because I just love so many of the players like the Bont and Darcy, Ed Richards. So maybe, mate, maybe, because it's been a painful watch, Essendon, unfortunately. It's Mano finished with a score of 19-2-3. Very nice. With Sweet Sherry Pie as my captain. Still have 40 trades, which is nice, but I've now 3 injuries with Track, Rosie, and Sharp. As I said, lots of people will, mate. Definitely not in your own boat there. Definitely boosting this week, I think, as lots of teams will be. Driz 17-7-6 horror week. Yeah, unfortunate, mate. Hopefully you had a few stars on the buy and they'll be back for you this week. Oh, here we go. Reese Goat. I can see why you got the Goat name there, mate. 1996. Was hoping for a 2000 plus. Don't get greedy, mate. That is a wonderful score. But beggars can't be choosers. You are absolutely right, bud. Hoping I've cracked a top 10K weekly rank. Oh, top 10K. Absolutely. I think you will, buddy. Yeah, that's just a guess for now. But with a score like that, definitely think it's top 10K. Yeah. Because of the ladies, man, Blackledge. Happy with the 18-3-1. But 2 injuries and no Sherry, Gorn and Ash this week. Pick Callahan for the Gildan Inn. Look, hopefully Finn will be a really solid pick moving into the season causer. I just really struggled knowing that he's got that buy coming up. Yeah, I struggled to trade into buy players. But hey, with Errol, I had the buy anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Sherry owners must be laughing right now. I'm sitting here with Rosie, Parrish, O'Sullivan, Sharp. I could go on and on. Look, as I said, mate, definitely not in your own boat there. Is your own in your own boat even a saying? I'm not too sure. Big X saved a lot of people today. Hand up, absolutely included. And I can tell you what, after the first quarter, when the bloke was on 14, this no jokes, I turned the TV off. I turned KO off. I just could not watch. Had a sneaky watch about halfway through the second, and I'm like, oh, hang on. What's going on here? And then the rest of the game, it was a dream. It was an absolute dream because had big conversations with Janet about the captaincy and all this. And yeah, it was a decision because I went back to my gut. I thought it's served me well in the past and it's going to continue to serve me well, hopefully. So I went back there and it was good. Supercoach Luck, how are you, legend? Not sure what's worse, my Supercoach team or my Bombers. Hopefully it's the Bombers, mate. The team can absolutely fight back. Oh, crazy. Just Sherry. You know it, mate. You know it. 17-8-8. You'll fight back, buddy. You'll fight back. Useless 19-2-1. Very nice. Great bounce back week. Bloke in my public league with a ripping 2001. Very nice. We saw in 1996 So hopefully some birth dates going around, which would be nice. Apart if you were too old like myself, I suppose. Roddy, this is going to be huge. Well, already is, mate. Hope you enjoy the ride, mate. Give it a like, people. Appreciate you, Roddy. Always does help, mate. A like and a sub, all that sort of business. Good on you, mate. Going to have a lot of comments to catch up on DR already, mate. I know. I think all these were, before I even started the live. So hopefully I'm smashing through them. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm going to try to get through as many as I can because we've just hit the 200 mark, 200 already, which is beautiful. Your show to my English lost me points, DR. Look, this week, a week is a long time in Supercoach, but I think he's coming up against Essendon, isn't he? Oh, yeah, favourable. Let's go, Cherry, says Houdini. Let's go. Mass, how many? Yeah, I'm going to try to keep it PG, you cheeky bugger, but yeah, very, very nice. As always, mate. Spence, Cherry, captain, fucking oath. Yes, absolutely with you, mate. Double fist pump in the air, let me tell you that. 1911, Sherry Captain shows how bad this week was. It was a tough week to get a 1900 plus, let me tell you that, buddy. And I'm in a content creators league with Darcy and Chloe. Chloe smashed it out of the park this week, and Doss was looking huge and looking like he was going to get 200 points on me. But yeah, the last game for me was pretty nice. 1913 for Rogue, nice mate. Sherry, my God, after that captaincy, I can't believe so many did. I thought it was such a pod move on my behalf, but so many people in the comment section did. Or is it just those people that did that are really talking up at the moment because he's so happy? On the other hand, I'd like to pump McKercher and Parrish into the sun, and Track Rosie injuries will take priority. Yes, I'm in absolutely the same boat as you, mate. Absolutely the same boat. As Jeff, how are you, mate? His the ex flattened me in a couple of leagues. He's going to give it to you. Ex going to give it to you. If anyone doesn't know Exhibit, yeah, one of my all-time faves. Up in Smoke Tour. Tell me you've seen it. The Up in Smoke Tour, probably my favorite music video of all time, if you call it a music video. But quickly, one thing I absolutely loved, right, was that Harley Reid gave a bit of a knock to my captain Noah Anderson last week and put him out of the rest of the game. It wasn't, he foul someone's league, all the rest. But my captain this week, Big X, just went bang to Harley Reid and said, "See you later, son." That's for DR for doing that to Noah last week, and almost a 200. So the Big X just, love the man. Was hell bent on starting him, and very, very happy man for now. Joshy, holy hell, what a shite show. Can we talk about Sherry's scaling? Can't be getting scaled an extra like 30 points for a team that lost by 4 goals. Look, Joshy, I do question the scaling at times, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's gone my way this week, so I'm not questioning anything, particularly when I had him as a captain. But yeah, like it was nice. But the impact that this man had was just massive. He dominated. But yeah, the scaling, if I was to be as neutral as possible, is favourable, I think. Drizzy, with the new ruck rules, I faded Gorn, Sherry, big mistake. Yeah, and I originally had the set and forget with Gorn and Sherry, and then put that down to Sherry and Dogger for a little while before just getting all in on the McAndrew R2. Either way, I was going to start McAndrew flex, so disappointed on that. Really disappointed the way I went away from the Bont as well. It was going against your gut, and this is why I decided to go back to Sherry, because originally I said in the potty I'm going Butters into Sherry, and then I had it on Nando, the VC. I changed it up, and then I was going into Sheaves, and I thought, you know what? Go back to the gut. You're back in Sherry. Do it. Don't go into this group, think about Sheaves, all these touches. Sherry's going to dominate. Fingers crossed, hopefully, and worked out well. So, yeah, but definite overreaction. Look at the rucks this week. The Gorns, the Sherrys, even the Doggers English, 113, 118, I think it was. It's big overreaction, I think. As Windsor has to stay, too many injuries and rookie duds to go first. Yeah, and this is the issue. If you've got injuries, which we all do, let's be honest, most serious teams have Track and Rosie, along with Sharps and all these other blokes. Errol, you've already had to deal with lots of teams, and Hayden Youngs, and Vicentini for the few that went there that got dropped. It's just, Josh Lindsay dropped. I've got Toby Murray, who has back issues or something, rested, whatever you want to call it. There is carnage all around, which means that even the McKirches of the world, like myself, we have to, I think, hold on to these blokes now. I'm not that unlucky that I've got the Windsors, the Blackistons, too many to worry about. I got rid of Young this week. It was Grill. I should have, got Murdoch early, but it was, one of the three. Cook potentially. I probably got the worst one in the end, but thought it was the safest. Job security rise, all the rest, but it is what it is. Mistakes can happen. I forgot what I was even talking about them. Jeff, great to see the great man who I believe had the seat on Sherry. Gonna be huge. Yes, good to see you two or hear from you two, mate. And I was nervous. I was bloody nervous, let me tell you that. Regan, how are you, mate? Hey, dear. At least our boys didn't lose this week. Yeah, well, it was the first non-loss of the season, if you want to call it that, Regan, but I think it came at a perfect time. We'll reset, get Harris back soon, and certainly haven't lost faith in our boys. Bingo. G'day, dear. Hope you had a good week. Very frustrating one for me. Scored 1665 with so much carnage. Track down, Rosie down. TDK flop. Sheasel second half crap. Lombard, I'm over. Oh, look, mate, I know it feels like this, doesn't it? When you see 1900s out there, but you will come back. There are so many weeks where you feel like you're the only one, but then you'll have a really good week. The plays that went really badly for you, obviously, lots of other people may not have. So that just means that the next week you'll go a lot better, mate. So, no, chin up, mate. Chin up. You'll be right. Believe me, I've been there at the start of the season. I really have been there. It's not like I'm absolutely flying into oblivion this year, but I've had a solid start anyway. Joshy, is Sherry must bring in now? No, look, I'm not going to say that because you look at his price, you look at other players at a cheaper price, you look at your English. I know he's on the bye this week, which is really tough. Dogger, I think, in the role is looking really good, non-bye player. Sherry's run early on was really good. He's already had 2 of those games that are already gone. Look, you certainly could if you want. He's a non-bye ruck. I think he's someone that you should be able to rely on, particularly early on with these favourable matchups. But then with these more tricky matchups, do you want to potentially get out of the pick again? I'm really, given the fact I've got McAndrew at R2, just setting and forgetting Sherry for the season and just riding the lows and the highs. If the lows become consistent lows with these tougher matchups, and it's pretty obvious that there's better picks out there and I've got the tools and the trades and everything's working out, then I may look to jump off. But yeah, completely up to you, mate. Out of all the rucks, I think I'd be guessing average-wise he'd be, absolutely, 200. Yeah, he'd be number one by a mile at this stage. So only a couple of games in, but looking very nice. Bingo, DR, just holding track. What are your thoughts? Yeah, well, it depends on your coverage. You can always wait another week and assess your options. The issue for me is I really don't like any other forward options. Just very lucky that I've got Shees in the flex. So Shees goes in for Petrucca most likely, back into the forward line, and then I've got all the freedom in the world. But yeah, depending on your situation, you could hold for another week, mate. Lombard's so bad. Yeah, mate. I was singing his praises after that opening round match, but then a little bit of arrogance, a little bit of selfishness. The skill that I was lauding for has just, gone over the last couple of weeks and still doesn't go. He'll come back. But yeah, with that 20, speaking of Roscoe today, he reckons he may be even dropped, which, is very realistic. It's Mano, we need 50 trades in 2027. Well, did message Al Payton with a cheeky little DM after I put a tweet out saying, hey, mate, can you look after us here somehow? Up the boosts. We get boosts in, well, we can use the boost, but it's only maximum of 3. If we fast forward to the mid-season buys, we can actually use 4. So, yes, it's, a little bit frustrating the fact that we can't early on. And if we could, that feature would be used by many coaches this week, I think. Bernie, love that name, Bernie. Always reminds me of weekend at Bernie's. 1973 this week. Pretty happy given Track and Rosie couldn't finish. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I think if they could, would have seen some much higher round scores too Frustrated with North, says Causa should have won. Yeah, up and about like premiers last week, weren't they, Causa? But look, the Eagles looked okay, didn't they, today, mate? Josh, please, the Blackie next. I need 2 forks in both my eyes to watch that without owning. Yeah, it's like me not starting or owning bonds at the moment. It is a hard watch when you know these guys have big ceilings that you don't own. Jeffrey, mate, X-Man is King Kong, absolutely. And I think looking at some of these matchups coming up as well, and speaking about matchups, Dogger this week against a Nankless Richmond. Very nice, very nice. I honestly don't know who I'm trading in. Dogger is definitely on the cards for me. Definitely on the cards. It's like, do I want to commit that flex to a ruck for the time being? I'm not too sure. I suppose I've got Kalani there. We can make things happen, I suppose. Maxi, track to Big X or Jackson. Sweet did a 121 on Blackie. Big X could go 200 again. Jackson got Richmond. Oh, look, if you're looking at price point, then it's probably Jackson. But Sherry is very safe again. You've got English, but he's got the bye, which doesn't make it easy there. You know, Max Gorn, you probably don't want to pay that much, do you? But yeah, either way, I think you're looking okay. Maybe, yeah, Doggett won't have X's ceiling, but will he have more consistency and a higher floor potentially? But really nice matchup this week. T4476 overall points after the first 2 rounds. Anyone higher? Thinking I could be a chance for the number 1 spot just for this week. Very nice, mate. Look, my brain and maths at the moment is not working. Big day. Got up really early, did all the grass, lawns, all that sort of stuff. Then both the boys had footy, water boy, all that sort of stuff. Bloody hot. But both played well. Nashman's back playing footy, which is awesome. And then trying to entertain Rinner in between quarters, which is fun, but not fun, if you know what I mean, with a 3-year-old. It's Kappa. How many points you guys have over the last 2 weeks? Look, I have no idea, but what was it? 2,300 and something, 19 something, 42 something, maybe 43. I'm not too sure. Sorry, man. I feel I can get X this week in for track. Almost read that as 2-pack. Embarrassing story as well today with the water boy. I didn't think it was going to be a hot day for some stupid reason. And I've got this old t-shirt literally when I was 20, and it was a 2-pack t-shirt. And I thought I just put an old t-shirt on, whatever, put the jumper on. It was so bloody hot. Had to take the jumper off, run the 2-pack t-shirt just for a little bit before I got the water boy vest thing on. But, oh man, some ghetto love. Mass, I can never read your name out, man. But found the comments like Sherry did to Flynn. I love that. Fozzie. Hey, Foz. After a horrible weekend of Supercoach footy, I went YOLO and see Sherry very happy. A little bit the same there, mate. Think, look, can't really get worse. Yep. Bang. Let's go for it. And we did. You smashed me in the A-League. Global. Very lucky, mate, because you are a wonderful, wonderful coach. And I think it was just a lucky week if I smashed you, my friend. Much love, mate. All the best, bub. I'm on 4481. It says it's Cup. Jace Wiggins. Hey, Jace. I think mapped with the 18-3-6 this week. No Sherry or Bond, but went early on Worrell and have LDU as a pod. 2 very, very nice picks. What's to go with Worrell as well? Like, the trainer came out to me. I think he's a fantastic pick, but geez, you don't want to. Well, you're a little bit slightly concerned. Trade him in if he, had a slight niggle. Vela. I think it's Vela. How are you, mate? You can guarantee I'll be in the comments on Rage Trade Mondays, DR. As one of the boys trying to say Big X was a concerning pick last week. Oh, well. Scobesy and JG obviously run Rage Trade Mondays. So, mate, I'll be listening in. The issue is I can't tune in live because at the same time when they're not doing that live, we're now recording the Sword Play Potty on the Monday night. We were recording on Tuesdays, but we thought, look, the earlier the better for everyone. So, and I don't coach basketball on the Monday nights as well during that time. So we've moved that to the Monday as well. While the boys are doing live, I'll do my round review, and then we do the GDS potty late that night as well. So it's huge on the Mondays now, but I'll always tune in afterwards, but can't be there live. But we'll be looking forward to that. It's going to be a huge episode, Rage Showed Mondays. And I think we're up to 300 here, 302 people in the live. So thank you very much for your support, guys. And thanks to everyone that's liked and subbed and all that. Much appreciated. We've just gone past 7,500, so 7.5K subs as well, which is awesome. Kenna, hey, mate. Would you trade Truck to Luke Jackson via DPP and play 3 Primo Rucks? 3 Primo Rucks is interesting, yeah, because I haven't really seen too many, if any. My wife's going to, I won't mention it, but yeah, I've got Sherry English, and it'll be Jackson in flex. The only thing is that you're literally committing for the entire season in your flex. Like, you're just going bang. I think the picks that you've got there, like Sherry English and Jackson, are fantastic, though, in saying that. So I like the picks, but I don't like the non-flexibility that gives you. I suppose in my personal situation, knowing that I've got McAndrew there and he's not going to be a season-long keeper, if I was to bring a dogger in that flex spot, I just know that he's going to be moving into the rucks. I'd be much happier committing to 3 Primo Rucks mid to later on in the season. But hey, if you've got faith, they're all going to score big. Why not? You just lose a little bit of flexibility with your trading and your rookie roulette and stuff like that, mate. But yeah, all great selections. Johnny, well done on your cash win against me in the $100 charity cash DR. Thank you very much, mate. Bad luck. I'll be completely honest. Have not even checked. I've had the busiest of weekends and have not even checked the leagues. There'll be lots of leagues I have no idea how I'm going in. I've only got the maximum of 20, and I know that I can be added to any league as the expert, and I don't call myself an expert, you know this, but yeah, let me know how I'm going against certain people, but I'll definitely check that one out as well, Johnny. Pirates, could have had 2050 if I captained Sherry. Ooh, let me know what you got, mate, because very, very nice there. Ragnarok X2, how are you, mate? Hey, DR, great to catch the live again, and great to have you here, brother. Hope Rosie's okay. Sharp, dunno. Does anyone have official news on any of these blokes? So I know that Track's meant to be, was it 4 to 5, I think. I don't know on the other guys. Well, nothing confirmed for me anyway. A useless check to Jackson via the flex looked like the best trade. Upcoming fixture of Richmond, Adelaide, Collingwood, and West Coast. Yes. Uncle Aka, DAU-based Uncle Aka, my man, and fantastic to catch up with you at the Coaches Panel live event, mate. Always fantastic. Always, as I mentioned to you there, great to put a name to an actual face. So much love, my brother. Much love, mate. Jeff, 1897, I think I got, was pretty happy with Bont VC, but to my dismay, the X-Man went full Wolverine. I don't have the great man. Track, Sharp, and Rosie out for Cook forward and a Primo mid and defense. Well, look, you always want something that you don't have, don't you, Jeff? And I want the Bont and I don't have him. You've got X and you don't have him. Would I swap? Almost. I love the Bont. Do you want to swap? Would you? Let me know, Jeff. Would you actually swap X for Bont right now? Let me know, because maybe I would. Don't mind those trade plans though, mate. Look a donkey. That is a ripping name, man. Sherry captain with Gorn and scored a 2,000 on the dot. Good. Very nice, mate. Very, very nice. And good to see that you didn't lose faith in the big boys. Shout out to my man Wiz as well, who was such an advocate all season with the set and forget. I was there for a third to half of the preseason with the set and forget, and then fell in love with the McAndrew 2 idea. But yeah, shout out to Wiz. He's going really well from memory as well. And his big thing's been follow the gut. Don't get these mid prices in. And I was there until basically my last team preview when the Bont was in and all these other fantastic players that I had that I don't now have, and all the rest. You know the story, but it is what it is. Brent, how are you, mate? Great game for Sherry, but come on, the guy gets points for breathing. It feels like that when you don't have these big premiums, doesn't it? But I certainly got on the good of that this week. Teddy Hood, how are you, mate? Serious question. Is Sherry dad my daddy this week? My daddy this week, let me tell you that. Cause I had back-to-back VC, Bont VCs, and you cannot be disappointed with that, mate. And I think even the Butters VC, and this is the thing, if I'd have fully flowed my gut and had the Butters VC into Sherry, I would have taken that in an absolute heartbeat, that Butters VC. In the end, I went against the gut with Noah Anderson, and that didn't work out. So I went back to the gut with Sherry as a captain, and yeah, it worked out well. Oh, sorry. Supercoach Dog, just skip it there, mate. 1981, very nice, with the sweet C sharp track for Holmes and Cook. Like that. Maxi Holmes, high on my radar. Dogger high on my radar. Houston could go to the moon. Maybe not that far, but high on my radar as well. Don't have Murdoch, though. That's why we need 4 trades, though. Yeah, we'll go into that Moran review. Mate, the Great. Love that name too. Do we go for perfect rooks this week? Trading injuries for points. Plan to get Murdoch, Blamires, Cook this week. Oh, if you don't have Blamires and Murdoch, it's tough, man. Look, I don't have Cook and Murdoch. I reckon I've got most of the other ones, but I'm thinking even with Cook, could I go Chase Jones the week after if he's looking good as again? Potentially, yeah. Look, it's tough. You certainly could, mate. We're committed to making a few trades, I think, over the next couple, unless you've escaped some of the carnage. I'm hoping to get away with 3, but see how we go. Mikey Higginson, glad I trusted my gut with Sherry, even though a lot we're saying Rux will have a down year, especially Sherry. You did say we would ride or die together with Sherry, even outscoring Bont for cheaper. Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. Look, I was a massive Sherry advocate. Always was since the team picker came out. And look, no massive pat in the back, me, I told you so type thing, because, hey, I didn't start the Bont and I was a massive advocate for him. So never get him all right, but looking good at the start anyway. What's a score? Good score this week. Would we all agree 1900 plus is a good score? I would say maybe even 1850. I think's all right, mate. Bunyip Tiger. Hi, DR. Hey, buddy. Worst start to the season last week for years. 21-8-6. I Brayshaw, Clark, Cogs, Butters, captain, etc. Anyway, this week it turns around with a score of 2060 with Sherry captain. Congratulations, mate. And this is why we say a week is a long time in Supercoach. If you did check out the stocky with Brayshaw, Clark, I said, don't panic. These blokes will come back. And guess what? Sarong, who so many jumped on, or it felt like anyway, so many jumped on this week after that big 150. He gets tagged. He goes down. The other 2 boys step up. You little ripper. A little bit disappointed with Clark. 80 at half time. Only got to a solid 100 plus in the teen score. But yeah, it just goes to show, mate, that things can turn around very quickly. And even your Cogs pick, yeah, repaid the faith. Now that big score in his system as well. So I called him a bit of a failed pick last week. But hey, spoke too soon, my friend. Spoke too soon. Well done, bud. Supercoach Dog. And if Rosie is out long enough, so I don't even know that was about. Sorry, mate. Week's long time in Supercoach. Absolutely, mate. What's this best 18 BS? I just found out about it. Oh, yeah. Well, look, it's been in for years and years, to be honest, mate. So, yeah, always been a part of the game. But, yeah, if you just found out about it, you'd be like, what on earth is happening here, man? Oh, sorry, Jackie. I'm as flat as a tack, mate. Oh, no good. Been 2 rough weeks. No Sherry, just hurt so bad. Felt like it's been my worst start in years. Yeah, no good, Jakey. Look, mate, I think I was talking about last week, 3 years ago, I started at 92K after 1 week. 92K, clawed it back to 2060. I think it was 2062. Could be lying by like 2 spots or something there. So what was that? I climbed back 90,000 spots, and look, 2062 isn't a rank I'm necessarily proud of, but I think is it still top 1%? 2%? I think it's top 1% if you round it down. So, hey, you can always climb it back, Jakey. You will, mate, because you're a good coach and a great bloke. So good karma, mate. Matty, hey, mate, what's your plan to get Bont? Would love to hear from the Supercoach legend himself. Thanks, boss. Oh, no legend here, mate. No legend whatsoever. You are the legends for tuning in, mate. So appreciate you, matey. Look, it's a good question. I was originally, they'll probably boost plans last week. I thought, look, McKercher, I haven't got the faith in. Look, bloody young. Who was the other guy? Had Sharp in my plans. Even Toby Murray at this stage from Adelaide, who didn't get a game through injury, whatever it was. So I was thinking of getting the bottom then, but I thought, look, at this stage, I feel like if I get him in, he's got the incoming bye, and I've probably already lost out with that really big score. I may need to just wait a little while for that price to go down, throw out a dog of a score somehow, just pray to the Supercoach gods type thing. It's not great advice trying to wait, but look, after the bye, basically any time. It's just, yeah, we can breathe as non-Bont owners this week. We can actually, I was going to say, watch a Bulldogs game. There is no Bulldogs game. So, yeah, we can breathe a little bit of sigh of relief this week, but after that, in my plans, basically whenever I can, mate. So, yeah, no particular timeline on it, but with the carnage, it'd be good if it was almost a week later. We always say that, but that would allow us to look at Bond as a serious option in. It would be almost a bit of a no-brainer for me to get the man in. Johnny, hey, would you go for Cook or Dersma this week in the trade-in? What did Ders get? Shit, 88. Oh, it's a tough one. I really didn't realize that he was like 88 material there, man. At the price, it's tough. Cook's got the DPP. Durs has absolutely got job security. You know what his talent's like? Like, how old's Cook and how many games of AFL footy has he played? Compared to someone like Durs, young gun, great golden A. That's a tough one. Stay tuned for the stocky, mate, for that, because I'll have to think and look into the numbers. But it's going to be a massive stock market this week. Massive. Potentially the biggest one for the year. Big John, Shorty Supercoach got 24-6. Shorty, my man. I'm going to have to get Shorty. I'm going to have to chat with Shorty. I haven't spoken with him in a long time. One of my absolute favorites and the OGs. So love the man, love his stories. And that is huge from Shorty. That is huge. Well done, great man. Great to see him having a solid year, solid week. Mike Vale, is Rosie and Petrarca out? Oh, sorry. Yeah. And who would you place him with? Look, again, this is going to be a stock market, mate. I'm not going to go through all the options now because I can only imagine how many comments we've got. 300 plus now on the live. So I don't even know how many are down there. So won't go through all of them now. But stock market, as I said, round review, all that sort of business. Round review, I'll go through my actual trade. So whenever this finishes, I'll record that. Hopefully out Monday morning. Then all the rest of the stuff for the week. Dalek, hey, man. Nothing prepared me for the carnage this week. Much worse week for me this time. 17-4-3 my score again, mate. Week is a long time in SC and footy in general. You will bounce back. I know. Same thing. Hey, Jono, how are you, legend? 18-6-7 for me, DR. Nice and solid, mate. What a crazy round for all of us. Go Saints. You. Nice, Bing. Much love, bud. Stewie, the members are out tonight. Much love, buddy. And thank you to anyone that has signed up as a member. $3.99 a month, less than $1 a week. Every cent of that goes towards Beyond Blue. And legends, make sure as well, for all the members, stock market, all the notes that I do each week are now, well, they have been for a little while now, on the members Google Drive. So go to the stock, it's like DR members, AFL 2026, stock market folder, and then you'll see the stocky notes and all the slides as well that I produce. So make sure that you do that. Stewie Legend, it's not about the score this week. It's about, was I lucky enough for my opponent in the cashy to have more bad luck than me? Was it, Stu? What happened, Stu? I'll have to check it out, mate. Ange, how are you, Ange? It feels like forever I've spoke. Well, it feels like I'm speaking face to face with you, Ange, but much love, mate. Feels like it's been ages. Hey, everyone. Rough weekend for me, not SC related. 1836 here, but a big bereavement. It's really nice to be here with you, my family. Thanks to all. It's not weak to speak. Oh, well, I'm very sorry about that, Angela. Make sure to send me a DM, mate. Send us a DM because that's terrible to hear. I don't exactly know what's going on. It's obviously a private matter, but Ange, we are all with you here, mate. You know how much we absolutely love and adore you. You are one of our absolute favorites for a reason because you're a beautiful human. So please, yeah, DM us if you need anything whatsoever, big or small, mate. Causa, lots of people will need Murdoch as a must if they didn't get him in. Yeah, I'm spewing Causa. It was, I'm not going to go into it now, round review, but it was him, Grill, or Cook. And should have went for the cheapest guy with the biggest score, with the lowest potential break even, all the rest. But Grill was for future plans as well with the DPP in the midfield in case McKercher shut the bed, which I expected. All the rest. G-Bags, hey, mate. Hey, dear, given the news that Track is out for a month, who should I consider? My options are Bont after buy, love it. Holmes, love it. Callahan, more of a target a bit later on, I think. Merritt, what did Zeret score? Dockers, damn it, sorry. Wrong one. Power Bombers. 107, so it's not, what were his CBAs like? Sorry, CBA is 71% actually. So just behind Caldwell. Yeah, do you know what? As a non-buy player at 71%, I don't mind it. We know the talent. So it's just Essendon is so bad, aren't they? Sorry, Essendon people. You say it yourself. But sorry. I feel bad, but it is what it is. Tuke Miller. Look, if he gets DPP status, you could be onto it if you're prepared to wait after the buy because he's looking good and I don't know when Rao's coming back, mate. So, yeah, don't mind a few of those options. Few thumbs up and a few, yeah, not too sure, mate. It's Kappa. What are people's overall scores? Kappa's onto this. Big John, good injury last week. This week, track up, Rosie Sharp. Oh, mate, so common. It's carnage. Aiden Staff, 1997. Nice with Cherries, captain. Jabez Lombard's still a hole given all the injuries we've had. Yes, I think I made a tweet. Any healthy player we've got, unless your name's called McKercher, no, but in all seriousness, I think we hold. I think we have to. Like, is there a serious team out there with, and I don't want to offend anyone, but without Track and Rosie at least? Has everyone got every rookie? I don't think so. I haven't seen the perfect team. It's probably out there, but I think it's a rarity. So, yeah, I think Lombard is a hold. I think he is. And I think that's generally speaking. If you're healthy, hold. Trav, hi, mate. Hidey up. 15.76 for me this week. Foz, Rosie, and Grill. Well, I have Cook, so I did get grilled. Mate, you poor bugger. You'll come back. Trav. Oh, man, so many comments. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to go through as quick as I can. Monster, I got scared when he had like 11 in the first quarter. Oh, Sherry, man. I literally didn't watch the first half of the second quarter after that, but glad I came back. Stu, 2-week plan to do fixes on the round. One issues will buy plenty after this week's carnage. Absolutely, mate. That's why we say try not to go early, but that is the advantage. And that's why I did go early on at least one this week because you're like, well, you got your plans. And if carnage does happen, then yeah, I probably should have ended up going McKerch and Murdoch. It just felt like having 500k was too much in case I didn't have to go too hard with the boost this week. Dalek Bont VC somehow was outdone by my opponent this week. Bloody Sherry. You would not believe it, mate. Look, I thought if Sherry goes just butters, big win. I'll take that with open arms. But yeah, look, a big reason why I selected Sherry as the captain because I thought a big ceiling score was out there. And yeah, luckily that's what he did. Maxi, real quick, my fantasy is going crazy. Rank 1, 1, 2, 3. Very nice, mate. And Chloe went massive this week. And now Peyton picked me by 2 points. So hopefully scaling goes your way somehow, Ange. But yeah, really good to see Chloe have a great week. Lovely lady. Shano, 1773, not ideal, suboptimal. Yeah, not great, mate. But you'll come back, Shano. You're a great coach, mate. Houdini, when I saw the injuries, I thought maybe I would get West Coast Murdoch in early, but didn't have anyone to trade out. Yeah, unfortunate, mate. I think his must-have is a priority. Even if you trade a primo to him for a week, he's an absolute must-have priority. J-Bags, thought on the CDT as a trading option. He looked great tonight and could have been a decent forward option. Yeah, look, the DPP, the job security, fantastic. I wouldn't be expecting those scores week upon week. West Coast win against North, decent at home. So, yeah, don't get too used to it, mate. And look, he could pump out of 40s next week, but yeah, it's not the worst. Not the worst option if you've got your Murdochs of the world. Spirit 1810 will take it. Need to put Sheasel and Bont in next week with a rookie. Oh, look, if you don't have Shees, absolutely should be absolutely traded in. And Bont after his bye. Definitely after his bye. Jay Mallory, hey, mate. Happy I started the X out of fear. Very nice, mate. He's been a great pick today, doesn't he? Escott Deem, 1911 for me. Not sure what's par. I think that's parish, just above par, mate. Roy Boys, Mighty Brisbane Lions, season starts for us this week. Absolutely, man. Who have I got here? Oh, the only one that's right there. Kalachi. Get in the bin, Cal. Get in the bin. I love Cal. Great bloke, but get in the bin. You go for the Crows now. He's got a hammy as well, hasn't he? Poor old Cal. Driz SC Lol. Don't know what that was about. Sorry, lads. Lachlan. When does lockout typically lift, fellas? I'm ready to boost and rage trade 3 plays in 3 minutes. Well, I'm not exactly sure. What's the time now? I'm about 10:15. So, look, soonish, mate. Soonish. Blessed you, mate. I was going to take Bond's points this week, but at last minute I changed my captain to Sherry. Total point 1973. Dude, to not take the Bond VC and put on Sherry, you are some sort of a crazy genius. I've just got this image in mind with, you know, with that bloke with the chemicals overlooking at the crazy look. Wow, that is ballsy. Ballsy. Wow. Salute to you, my friend. Wowee. That is huge, bub. Grampians, hey, mate, had Sherry captain, but the Bont 1-4-1 you had to take. Yeah, I would have taken that in a heartbeat. Butters score. I know a couple of took English's score because, you know, the new 125, whatever is 115, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, look, just a big week for Sherry. Here is my soul play brother, Vernsey. Dear baby, Vernsey baby. That's what am I doing? Dropped a 2071. Think I'm in for a chance. Vernsey, a 2071. For anyone that doesn't know, Vernsey has taken out the round score for NBL Supercoach. This is when it was back in the classic days, like the proper version. The top round score for NBA Supercoach. So got basketball covered. Now, potentially, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, he could have AFL covered. Vernsey, you are the man. You need to jump on the AFL pod this week, mate. What was your score, D? Let me see. I think it was like low 1900s. How do I check? Is it like game day? 1931. 1931. I might actually remove that, and then we'll go to what's the latest game? Power. We'll share the screen here. Hang on, sorry. Present. Oh, sorry, I need to stop the screen. All right, back to the comments. Yeah, sorry, mate. So that was the score. Drew's not SC related, but on GDS, I got top 10 in starter. That's a win. Very nice, brother. I'm not actually playing the starter league now because you can only play 3 leagues within the main comps. And if you're playing starter, you can't play the Challenger League, which I'm also in because I've got a few decentish type cards now. Not a Roscoe or Janeth High Roller type. But that is awesome, man. Congratulations and enjoy your prizes. They've got some sweet as weekly prizes, GDS. Nice, man. Joshy, also, I'm seriously considering Zorko this week for Rosie as a Brizzy man yourself. Hate the Houston pick. Yeah, look, hey, Zorko is still the main man in defense. There is no doubting that. It's just, yeah, and I know we're a little bit behind at the moment, but I've always believed they're going to manage him at stages. And At the moment, I don't think it's the time. It's more later on the season. But for now, yeah, why not, mate? Hate the Houston pick. I am nervous. But at the price, I think I'm going there after the bye, which is now, isn't it? This week. But I don't love the Houston pick. When I was talking to, who was it? Chrissy from Insider. Shout out to you, mate. He was talking about the how factor, potential more factor, all the rest. So it did spook me a little bit because he's a great Collingwood man, a ripping bloke and a great coach. But I think he's still highly in my plans at the moment. Could burn me, mate. Love the pain, don't we? Matty, hey, mate, 1884 this week and had Butters VC and Sherry C, but played it safe and sadly failed. Matty, that is not a fail, mate. Look, well, it sort of is when you look at it like that. But really, Butters' score was awesome, man. That was awesome. Butt scratcher. Hey, I love that. 19-3-4, left 30 points from Robertson on the bench. Yeah, rookie roulette. Look, if it's only 30 points, not too bad for rookie roulette, mate. Don't forget Lombard Shane. Shane, I've got Lombard too. Yeah, I was talking to Roscoe not long before I started recording this, and I said, look, I haven't been hit too hard with the carnage. It reminded me about the Lombards of the world, the Murrays, the Sharps. I'm like, actually, dang, Roscoe, thanks very much, mate. Can we call this round hamstring awareness round? It's like that, isn't it? You would not believe the hammies and the cramps. The cramps were just unbelievable, particularly in the last couple of games. Just, wow-wee. Lombard is a dead set lemon. Oh, mate, yeah, we got fooled. I got fooled. I was a huge fan after that first week in preseason. Angie, on a way lighter note, I beat one of my literal heroes in my life by 6 points. Nice. Finally, I've got to beat Mr. Mike Hussey. He had a ripping score, didn't he, Mike, this week? I was looking to anyway. Mr. Cricket, it's always close, and he always just gets me. Not this time, yay. Nice, Angel. I'm glad to see you've got a bit of joy anyway, mate. And look, Supercoach can bring a bit of joy, can't it? Even in the bad weeks, you just got to laugh sometimes because life is a lot more serious, isn't it, mate? But much love again. Bless you. Lombard hit the rookie wall in his first 2 rounds. Must be a record. Cannot believe it, mate. He's got the talent, though. He's got the talent. Big John, probably going to trade Track Rosie and Windsor this week and trade Sharp next. Hate these injury trades early. Hopefully it doesn't become a trend. Yeah, I know. I think it's not the good thing, but on the positive note, very highly owned players. It's not like you're losing pods there. Seems like we've all got them anyway, mate. Unfortunately, the Rosie injury may make my Houston pod not so poddy anymore. I think lots are going to jump on, mate. Lots will absolutely hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Houdini. I appreciate you, mate. Always does help, buddy. Thank you. How many we got? 325, if you don't mind. Thank you very much, guys. I wasn't actually. I always think, going at the start of the day, like I think, it's going to be a big day. I got the boys' footy, all this sort of stuff. Got to watch a footy for the stock market, and then we'll do the live before the round review. But as the carnage just kept on happening, basically, I thought, actually, this is going to be a long one. This is going to be a long one. You need to turbo through, DR. You need to turbo through because I got work tomorrow and almost on school holidays, 2 more weeks, and I'm there. Dazza, what would you suggest with Vicentini? Add Vicentini into the mix, dude. That's no good. Rosie and Sharp, do I look to Gorn or Sherry or something else? Interested in your thoughts? Great, man. Oh, look, definitely without thinking too deeply into it, definitely a stock market question. Look, the stock market this week, I'm going to have to skip work or something. I can't now because all the boys that play Supercoach will watch this most likely from work. It's going to be jam-packed. I'll have to go through literally every single option. It's going to be, I may not sleep this week to get this stocky out, but I'll do my best to get this done as early as humanly possible. It is so hard at this stage to even think about the best options, but ideally, generally speaking, and you may have different rules for someone like an Ash who you really like, who's still got the incoming buy, but a non-buy player that's got a safe and secure role. That would be my best options to start narrowing down to anyway. And then from there, maybe we'll look to dig deeper. I think, anyway, mate. But yeah, the general rules, I suppose, that I'd say. 30 years of the Blues. Ooh, the baggers. The baggers. Injuries last week, more this week, plus a ton of spuds. Yeah, can relate to that, brother. And we'll have no trades by round 12 at this rate. Oh, man, it's just the carnage is just unforgivable, isn't it? Maggie's, any idea of the players will get DPP in a few weeks? Well, I think that the boys are actually planning on putting some updates out. Check out Freako on X as well. He tends to put some numbers out. I know he put up Errol, for example, is at 42% forward times on track. So, yeah, I don't exactly know myself, no inside info or anything at the moment. But I think we may potentially get some handy forward players. You've got, like, you know, the Buderick types that, you know, are going to get defensive status. So defensive forward is very good for flexibility and trades. You know, a lot of the boring ones, like some of the defenders that are playing into the mid and mid into defense, all that sort of jazz, like the Dev Robs that will now get mid forward, mid status from the forward. So, yeah, a few boring ones, but yeah, hoping there's a few spicier ones. Rowan Marshall, but do you really want to go there? Probably not. Ange, look into the calendar for next year, round 2, hamstring awareness round. Get around it. Nicky, Rancy here, mate. Oh, Rancy, how are you, dude? 1849, got some trouble with Windsor, Sharp, Rosie, and Track. Great work with the cherry pick up. I went Gordon. Well, Gordon English, you'd still be really happy with, dude. You'd still be really happy with there because you're so confident on both picks still. No reason not to be on either one. And Gorn is a non-buy player like Sherry. So very well done, mate. Mass, lots of forward lines are locked. So Petrarca to Cook will be popular and Lombard can rot on the pine. I don't want forward options. The more that I think about it, I may be forced to go 4 trades. Not this week, you can't, but boost and then 1, and maybe prioritize Cook. Because Lombard I sort of forgot about, and you don't know if he's even going to be dropped again. I've got Lindsay. I've got Toby Murray. Oh, I don't want to think about it. It's way worse for me than I thought. I thought, oh, I'm going to give others a pat in the back coming into this. And the more that I think about it, it's like, oh, I'm struggling. Anthony Hampton. I read that as Anthony Hopkins there for a sec. I'm losing it. Like, I'm losing this, people. Scored 1965 with our man. And Captain Sherry. Nice, brother. Very, very nice. Unbiasedly biased. Now we can use 4 trades with a boost now. No, we can use 4 trades with a boost now. Oh, we can. You're joking. No way. If we can, that is huge because last week I was just like messing around with the boost and it was literally 3 max. So I don't know if is home. Have we actually changed? Update my team. No, I recommend we can only use 2 plus the boost, which would be 3 in total, I'd say, man. Jeffrey, really appreciate you getting on and sharing your time and knowledge. You make a lot of us feel better about this all-consuming game. Good on you, legend. Nah, mate, look, I would not be here if it wasn't for all you guys. Let's be honest, mate. I would not be here speaking to myself about it. So all the love goes to you, Jeffrey. You're an absolute legend yourself, mate. Charlie Christopoulos? Sorry, mate. CC. Should I trade in Sherry? Yeah, look, it's been a pretty common question. As an owner, the fact that people are asking this question is just such a great feeling in that selfish way. See, the thing is, it's so hard because I was just wrapped when he became a pod. Oh, no, I'm talking myself up here with a pick team. I don't do that. Oh, maybe, mate. We'll assess the other options. We'll compare the big one that I need to think about deeply and without just giving a throwaway answer now is Sherry versus Dogger. That's going to be your option. If you want to trade in a ruck, it's Sherry versus Dogger. You could go with Gorn, but I just think the fact that Sherry is cheaper with this really, nice run even coming up still. that's the more realistic one. So English not this week because of the bye. It's probably Sherry or Dogger. So I'll do my best to compare them and even send it out to X, people that I speak a lot with for their take as well. So you just have to worry about Track and Rosie. My rookie selection is pretty solid this year. That is a massive advantage, man, because everyone's got those two. If you've nailed your rookies, you are so far in front. It's not funny. You are so far in front. So I'll just pull that screen up for anyone that is interested in those scores. We'll go to the last one: Eagles and Kangaroos. It's probably too small for anyone to see anyway. But yeah, I just want to put Sherry's score up there, to be honest. Oh, love you, great man. Is Newcomb a good pod? Oh, I don't think so off the top of my head. What do you get? Newcomb. 103, nah. I'm just going to say straight off the bat, no. Like my big call and Jaden Shaw stuffed me around at the moment. I've still got no faith in Shorty. My big call for anyone that's watching that was at the Coaches Panel Live event was that there'd be no player in Hawthorn, West Coast, or Richmond that would average 100 plus this year. So I'm still sticking to that. Wasn't big on McCarthy, others were, and I'm sticking on that as well. Blesty, lots of value rookies at 99k this year. Absolutely. And that is a gift, isn't it? That's an absolute gift. Shano, if that ruck eventually gets DPP, absolutely. I think does Dog have the midfield chance? Probably does realistically, doesn't he? Liam Plunkett, I boosted McKercher to Houston when I saw the carnage, so I can deal with the Blackstone Track Rosé Sharp Lombard Bard types this week. Do you know what, Liam? People will call you crazy. Others will call you an absolute genius, my friend, because preparation is key in this game as well, and obviously a little bit of luck. Charlie, should I trade out Lombard? Look, it depends on your personal circumstances, mate. My mantra is if they're healthy, you keep them at the moment with getting knocked down like bowling pins, but individual circumstances, bro. Look, someone has 45-10 for total score. So that's an average of 2255. Wow, that's huge. Timmy was going to trade in Sherry for this match up and then backed out of it because of the doubt surrounding those new ruck rules. It seems like won't affect the scoring as much of us thought. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, absolutely. We got fooled on that. Theo, is Sharp a trade? Hope you're well, man. Hope you are well as well, Theo. Appreciate you, brother. Look, it depends on the timeline. I don't know at this stage. If it's anything half decent, then yeah. But if it's a week or two, maybe we've got bigger issues. And it's, do you trade him or a Lombard? Probably him with that low score in his system is going to be such a low burn. Price is elevated. Yeah, probably. Probably the more that I think about it, mate. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Big John. Will Dersma looks like he'll make some decent money even. Was faded by lots of people, me included. Yeah, look, in saying that, if you look at Dersma and you compare him to your Blemeyers, your Watkins, your Murdoch, your Jagger, obviously, they're all 119k and below. Even would you prefer a Carroll for the price difference? Probably not for job security, but yeah, there are enough there depending on your structure. And if your structure was to have Sharp in that M8 slot, then you're probably okay. Cook with some DPP in there, even better. Grill in there as well. So yeah, it's no, not necessarily a must-have. Not that you ask that, but in case people are thinking it. But at the same time, yeah, a very, very decent selection. And what you do get is absolute job security and talent with the pick. And shout out to his brother Zane as well. He was looking terrific early on. Don't know if he faded out of the game or whatever, but yeah, shout out to that man. Dazzle started good and young. Rosie and Track. I've also had to deal with Coleman, Blackiston, Kurt Sharp. This game is cruel. It absolutely can be, man. It absolutely can be. And sorry to So was Ivan on the right comment there? Yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. Jonty, hey Jonty, lovely work with the captain DR. Thanks, mate. Look, a little bit. Do you know what? I'm not humble whenever I can be, but I am going to give it to myself just for this week because I was leaning towards Sheezer with a bit of groupthink, and in the end, I just went back to my gut, and that's why I'm so. Oh, it's going to sound proud of the selection this week is because it was pure gut feel. There was still that nervousness about the rucks, just a little bit in the back of my mind. So yeah, rap that I went there and just didn't go the easy option in Sheasel. G-Bags, thoughts on that? Is it Scary or Sherry? I think it is Sherry, isn't it? And Chase Jones as rookie options for next week. Yeah, absolutely, mate. But give it a week. Give it a week, obviously. See how they go. And these could be your options. Potentially, if you do miss out on one, hopefully not two or more of these rookies, there is, something on the horizon. The issue with actually Young's out for probably enough time now, isn't he, for this to be a good pick? Jones, it just takes him back to that preseason game where he's absolutely terrible. So that does scare me. And he's the type of player that can easily just go low. So, but potentially, man. Nightfall, should I just use second boost? Or trade out Lombard or two trades, just track Rosetta Murdoch and Blamires or Watkins and bank the cash for Bont the week after? You certainly could. Look, using 6 trades isn't ideal, but if you really need to get your team on track, and then you can put it on cruise control, hopefully for a little while, then I think it's okay. If you're going to use boosts, that's a better your team. And if you think that's the best thing to do now, then go for it. But ideally, the sensible person in me should say to you, try to avoid it if possible, mate. Charlie, thoughts on Watson? Is it Nick Watson? Which other Watson would we be talking about? Hang on. Nick Watson, no, don't like it, mate. Don't like it. Talked about him in the stocky last week. So, no, we go guns and rookies now, man. I think that's been confirmed pretty much. Any early DPP candidates to save a forward line? Yeah, maybe a Romo, a Took. But, yeah, I'm not too sure at the moment. Sorry, mate. Milan. Oh, could he be DPP savior? Maybe good call. Maybe a good call there, mate. Fieldable, absolutely fieldable. Can be F6 for the year, thanks. Absolutely. If he does, mate, that's a really good call. Yes, thank you very much. Legend, Rosie looking at 8 to 12 weeks with early reports. He's gone. Got to be gone. That is so sad. Wife's going to kill me. That's another story. Took Dogger out of her side. Oh, Captain Week. All right. Wasn't taken to premiums from Port on their state and picked both Butters and Rosie. Very lucky. Well done, mate. That's a huge avoid. Zave, my mate scored 2013. Could be into a top 100 performance. Yeah, really nice score there, mate. But the grade Vernsey, bang, smashed that out of the park this week. Reports downstairs from Braden Ingram of ABC Sports. Causer says there are concerns of a nerve issue from the buttock to hamstring for Connor Rozee. Could be shorter return time on than hamstring. Oh, so don't know. Different timelines there. Hope that is correct. But yeah, 8 to 12, not great. Grape Gatorade. That is a sick name because I love Grape Gatorade. Cheeky 2013 this week. Nice. Have any idea what scores you reckon will end up? Get around what percent? Oh, I couldn't tell you. Sorry, man. I'll just have absolutely zero idea. And I don't even know how far. Oh, that is ridiculously far behind. Sorry, guys. I'm literally trying to do the best that I can. Where even is this comment that I'm up to? Because I went down. So I am so far behind. I'm honestly trying my best. Sorry, guys. Search my name, Doggy's Tough. I got 2006. Very nice, Jay-Z. Very nice. Spirit holding Grundy going to punish me. Should I bite the bullet on X-Man? No. Please hold Grundy, mate. He is scoring well and he is healthy. Hold Grundy. Swap X for Bont. Is this how far back we are? Oh, mate, from my end, no. X going to give it to you here and there, but very nice reference. Bont is the reincarnation of Jesus. If Jesus was the best footy player in the world, could not agree with you more, mate. What are people's second 2-round scores? Oh, Kappa's keen to know. I'm so far behind. I'm so sorry, Mikey. I don't even know if the people that have commented are still watching. Oh, we've got 312, so you may be unbelievably. Thanks for sticking with me. I thought I was. Am I going to record my round review tonight? Maybe it's going to have to be a morning thing. We'll see how we go. Mikey personally would like a 3 Primo Ruck and McAndrew, but the certain cash cow I want an R4, especially with Cash installing some current rookies. Cash may be a priority in the season. I'm feeling a bit of CDT, maybe, mate. At 200k there is what you're saying. A Pirate, how long do you reckon till lockout ends? Sorry, do not know, mate. Big John, injuries and sideways trades feel like my team is getting weaker. Same as all of us, mate. Hex, absolute carnage for me this week. Injuries go like everyone else, but these mid prices have killed me. I think my #1 target is Holmes with Houston, and a rookie may be the same. DR, as a Crows man, do not pick Chase Jones. Yeah, as I said, mate, the round, a couple of weeks before that preseason, whatever, scared the absolute poo out of me. The absolute poo out of me. I bank cash going to Goulden, says Sabin to Murdoch, because I didn't like the sideways options. Now I've got 3 injury trades. Cook is the only rook I don't have. So I might be behind a Primo for another week. That's all right, mate. That's all right. As long as you are safe with your rookies for now, a big tick, I think. Harry's Heroes 2002 this week. Had C on Sherry all week, but took Butters. Hey, you got to take it, mate. That's a sensible take. 30 years Wolf 1786. Worse with my week of NBA Supercoach. And that's saying something. I have not looked. This has been just one of those close your eyes, because I had the big decision. Would I take Devin Booker on the 5-game week? I literally looked at the first, just through the NBA app, not the Supercoach app, at the Suns scoring, went to the box score, saw that Booker had dropped like a 40 plus, and I'm like, I faded him on a 5-game week. I'm just tuning out from NBA Supercoach, so I'll need to see how I go there, man. Paul Allen, Vikings SC. Hey, man. I had you dead to rights in our matchup. Then in comes Sherry to pit me on the post. Lucky fella. I am lucky this week. And apparently the scaling was massive. By sort of 2 minutes to go, and I looked at the score, I was doing laps of the house type operation. Spills knows all about it. Anyone that knows me knows all about my laps of the house. So I get a little bit excited with a good SC score, and that's how I get out of the system. Broke my thumb and broke my finger with Supercoach celebrations. With these laps, I do the old little knock, little tap on the wall, and I've done some more damage. Not in anger. This is actually in celebratory type styles. I shouldn't admit that, should I? But yeah, it is what it is. I'm a passionate type man when it comes to mines. I'm a Supercoach. Sherry trading. Yeah, so again, I've answered lots of these, and sorry to be rude. Who is that? Sorry. Oh, I've gone up again. Paul, sorry, Paul, but yeah, lots of the comments and questions. Sorry, Mozzie. Lots of the comments that are questions that I've answered, I will just sort of skip through. And for any this player, that player, who do I get in? I've mentioned lots of times. It's not like I'm trying to promote this thing, because it's pretty much the reason why my channel started really growing the stocky. But please, yeah, stock market video. Everything you need, I promise you. I'll put all my spare time this week. So see you later, family. Stock market it is. So yeah, maybe deserves a like and a love there. Theo, Rules to Houston. I'm thinking Cook for Sharp. Yep, don't mind that whatsoever, my friend. Fishing for fun. Looking forward to Rage Trades after the weekend I had. Oh, mate. Scobes and JG live tomorrow night. So that's where, after you've had, a night, maybe to half cool off, come with your Rage Trades. What are you thinking? Who's getting the boot? Doesn't always need to stay that way. At the end of the week, when Supercoach opens up again, you could change things, but hey, just get it out of your system. I think it's therapeutic doing a bit of Rage trading just for the sake of it. Is it worth going D Cameron to Cherry this week with everything else we need to deal with? No, I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. Just a saying, hey man, this week was an absolute disaster for me. Sorry to hear, mate, but you will come back. Thoughts on Joel Jeffrey DR draft? I've got him. Looks superb under 500k. Got a week to think on it, as he's a buy this week. Give me a week to think on it, mate. Tune into the stocky, and I'll let you know there, mate, because I have not even thought about Jeffers as a classic option, to be honest. Bazalenka. Shorty Supercoach did not get 2,000. He got 17. So, someone trolled me. Oh, poor Shorty. That's no good, man. I was up and about for Shorty. Barsu got me. Nibsy. Had to go from Errol to Sarong. Hate the pick so much, but might have to hang on for more week because against the Tigers, too much pain from last year. Roller coaster. Yeah, it was, man. And I'll just look. I think I had Sarong on my team picker, just looking for that primo value. But after that, looked into it, just not a fan of the pick. But he showed what he can do, mate, on his good day. So hopefully, yeah, it balances out. Ajay Ripper, 19.5, fourth me down. Nice, mate. Big X as captain. Could go back-to-back 200s. Wouldn't that be nice at this stage? How can you not go with him again? Hold the faith. Fucking behind. Causa, Lockeyed, Young, out to get Murdoch. That should have been here. But it was more strategy-based for me, Causa. More strategy-based. 107. Nice, brother. 107 for the round. That's huge. He's really in my team, but thought for everyone to get in. Jai Caldwell as a good pick for Track or Rosie. Yeah, I was pretty keen on the Caldwell pick. It was just that durability and thinking about things a little bit deeper. I wasn't willing to take the risk, but non-buy. Very nice. Dalek, early thoughts on Track to Brian Myers and Rosita Primo or of choice. Holmes, Jackson, Sherry, etc. Sharp to Watkins. Oh, do you know what? I'll just say it now because now that there's going to be so many players I'm going to go through, I'm not going to actually have the time to introduce this segment, but there is going to be a new segment, or I plan to anyway, in the stocky called DR's pod segment, and that is my forward pod. I'll tell you right now, it is Brian Myers. Didn't have a fantastic Supercoach score in the opening round, or was it round one, whatever, however you want to call it. However, DT fantasy was off the charts. I think it was a 119, maybe not that much around the mark from memory. If he had to clean things up, would have been a very nice Supercoach score. Look at his back end of last year. I think he is absolutely a pick. Absolutely, I think he is. So don't mind that, mate. Hawkball. You'd be happy after the weekend, mate. Keep the Caldwell pick quiet. Here's my 1% pod. All right, I'll quickly move on for you then, mate. Burns, don't worry, DR. I see in the sword play group a 27-7. Watkins outscoring Parrish being the difference maker. Come on, Darcy. Oh, Burnsy. Hey, either way, brother. Great round from you, man. Great round from you. I've got Archie Roberts. What do you score? Is that bad? Yeah, it's pretty bad, I think, after last week, isn't it? No good, mate. No good. So just same here. Should probably stay quiet. Rosie out. Petraka to what happened to Dyson Sharp? Was it ankle? I think it was Butters tackle and ankle at this stage, mate, but don't know the severity. Jess 1746 with 330k in the bank, which is nice after downgrading Young to Milan. Or is it worth finding a way to use that money to bring in X-Man? Look, you could. Absolutely no buy. What did you score? 1930 something from memory, mate. Went through it before. These are probably, sorry, I'm probably going through old questions. Jack Smith, is 28.8 going to be close to the weekly? I think it might be, mate. 28.8. Timmy, apology accepted, but no need for it. We Essendon are very bad. Hoping we can get over North when I go to the game next week. If West Coast can beat them, so can we. Absolutely, Timmy. Absolutely, mate. And look, you got to stick by a team. And I always say this, and people look at me as a Brisbane supporter and like, oh, you're flying, you're seeing premierships, all the rest. And I have. I'm very, very thankful. But at the same time, I was a Fitzroy supporter. So I was like 12 years old, and my team went into non-existence. And, you know, I know that they're Brisbane Lions and all the rest, but if you look at things deeply, and I'm a passionate Lions man, we never won. Like winning every time we won a home and away match was like winning the grand final. And yeah, like I don't even want to think about Fitzroy because I'm going to get upset, and I will tear up when I think about Fitzroy. I love Fitzroy that much. So there is hope, man. There is hope. I'm not going to say that you're going to merge, but things will get better. But what I am saying is I know what it's like to feel like there is zero hope. Put it that way, mate. Maybe. Savvy Deadly, 1970, Captain Sherry. I just crossed him like that was like meant to be a goal. Nice. Jakey, I want to bring in Luke Jackson Dogger this week badly, but it will mean I move McAndrew to R3. I want to have him on field. Bringing in Jackson versus Tigers is juicy. It is absolutely juicy, and his next run is, but look at it long term, mate. If it's not best long term, maybe it's awkward. It's awkward. Could you do something else with the flex? Surely, somehow, maybe. Sky Roseate as well as Track and Sharp, who to replace them with another boost to be used. Yeah, Stocky, mate, we'll go through all of that. Dude's a psychic. What's that with Woody? What's that with? Surely not me. I'm not intelligent whatsoever. You're the psychic, mate, with the Dacosses, the Bonds. Just start with the big boys, mate. You're the beast. Sorry to break your heart, Loopy. Yeah, that's bad, mate. I think it'll be top 10 in the week. So great recovery from 85k start. This is what I'm talking about, people. My brother Vernsey, and make sure you check out Vernsey's channel as well. Don't forget, even though Vernsey's a sword play brother, he does run his own channel. So please, please, please subscribe. Show Vern some love. He's a great man. NBA knowledge as well as AFL knowledge. Show him some love. Subscribe. Let's get him over to 1K. Bang, like that. But top 10, well done. And the big point, sorry, I went off track then because I do love Verns, is the fact that started 85k literally gets potentially a top 10 round score. Beautiful. Sherry in for Trackers Flex. Yeah, if you like Sherry, mate. Yep, Sherry's a big talk of the town, isn't he? Oh, it's open. So there you go. What are we down to? 281 people still here and it's open. That's unreal. DR, back to your team page. What score did your opponent get? Mate, I'll need to go through all my leagues. I'll do that in round review. I don't know. I've been so many, mate. Lockout lifted. It's open. Round. Is Orco picking up potentially, Maxi? Potentially. Ranks are in. Here we go. We matched up in the Squadfather League, says Jacko, and you picked me because I captain Track and you captain Sherry. Good game, DR. It's a pleasure as always, mate. It is a pleasure as always, too. I'm coming up against you, Jacko, and just bad luck with the captaincy, mate. It's very similar teams with lots of us, but can make such a difference, can't it? Double Dummy, DD, how are you, legend? Very good, thanks, DD. And again, another great man that I caught up with at the live event. Good to see you, mate. Well, good. This week, Blue Chunks. Oh, sorry to hear, mate, unless you celebrated you drank that hard and now you're sick. But I think from memory, you're not a drinker, mate. So, oh, damn. Couple of nice non-alcoholic iced teas. Settle yourself and then know that you're a good coach and you're going to move forward well for the season, buddy. Useless top score of 21.83. Almost beat my top score of my score of last week. That is mammoth. Not a good week. I knew it was coming through. It's open. Training is open. Tick over 1,800 in what is my hardest buy round. I'll take it. Nice, mate. That's another thing we need to take into account. That's a great point, actually. What was your buy structure like? Are you big? Did you already have Dacos ×2, Walsh, Houston, some other pod that I'm missing, a Hewitt type that some may have gone for some reason? We all had Jagger. Yeah, maybe a Darcy Cameron. You know, lots of people out there. Geelong, there was Geelong, Holmes. So, like, Baz for anyone, like, yeah, maybe that's something big to take into account that I haven't even mentioned. 21.83 won the week. Thanks, E. Get Tuke Miller in your team, says Azza. After the buy round, mate, could be a very, very solid option. Thanks for all the scores here, guys, as well. Round 3 is live. Thanks, Davo. Thank you, Parrot. Tiger, Matty Langley. Hey, Matty, how are you, dude? Damn, I thought my 2060 rough chance, but 27.7 cool, probably even better out there. Well, as we can see, there absolutely is, man. With Rosie injury, Watkins potentially keeps his spot. as an owner, hoping and praying, dude. 22 field will plays for me this week. Love not picking plays with buys. Very nice and a big advantage, my friend. Jordan, I beat all other 18 teams in my league except my opponent. Oh, doesn't that make you so frustrated, man? Thank you very much, there, Shawnee. Lockout lifted. Supercoach is open. Thanks, Sanka. Same thing, yeah. 1901, but injuries and forced trades everywhere. Yeah, but 1900 plus is good, mate. My round rank this week, 117. Always someone better, lol. Hey, DR. There always someone is, man. It's like, except for Verns in the NBA and the NBL, but it feels like that, doesn't it? You're like, yes, yes, yes. Damn. But at the same time, hey, you're still bloody happy. I was hoping Holmes would stay a pod, average 118 last 13 weeks last year. No longer a pod, I don't think, after this week, mate. Drew 17.73, still going up 7K spots, turned out to be all right. Nice, brother, nice. Hey, DR, what round the prices rise this round, mate? That's why it's such a bumper episode of the Stocky. Keeping in mind that the teams or the players from teams that have a bye this week, their prices will most of them will change this week, but they won't while they have the bye, obviously. So you've got another week on the bond on these sort of players, so don't stress there. But yeah, this week is the big week, mate, and that's why I say it's going to be such a big Stocky. And traditionally on the channel, they're one of the more popular ones of the year. So only 3 trades with boost. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Kev. Pinnock, another monster score, and Sherry could be near 800K. In saying that, I'm boosting this week. Blackstone, track Rosie into Sherry, Houston, Robertson. I left one giant turd in the pants this week. I like your plans, mate. And I think we all had a turd somewhere. My season rank is now 828. Awesome. Yeah, I love when the community goes well, man. We're back in business. Wee, nice, bro. Any nice pods you like at the moment, Doc? Doc, I love this because the DR, you see the doctor, you see that. Pods. I can't even think about who is a pod at the moment, mate. Is Sherry even a pod? Do you call him a pod with the rucks? Holmes. I'll go Holmes, mate, as a pod that I like at the moment. Definitely take with West Coast Hawthorn and North Melbourne not going over 100 average, but watch for Milan Murdoch. What a gun. Absolutely definition of a must-have. Priority this week, along with the Chiefs. Matty, anyone can turn season around. Was 75,000 last week. Rank this week now 3603. Hope to stay consistent, which is easier said than done. Cheers again, Sherry Captain. Very nice, Matty. Well said, mate, and absolutely lesson learned. And that's what I try to preach each and every year. It's such a long game. Play the long game. Excuse me. I hate coughing on stream. Sorry, guys. Theo, Hunter, Clark, Cook out, Rosie, Petraka, and Sharp. Thoughts? Yes. Like it. So going back to my other comment, RE Sherry versus Blackstone. That's prime Mike Tyson against one of your viewers. DR could get ugly. Oh yeah, look, that is true. That is true. It could get ugly. Look, I'm really leaning towards Dogger this week, and it's because I like the role. But the thought of Sherry Dogger this week and still having McAndrew there, while the Grundys, the Englishes of the world. Oof. Yeah. Sherry's looking good, isn't he? But you're paying up a lot. You've already missed that big score. Is it chasing? Oh, and if you like the run, why didn't you start with him type thing? I'm not being personal. Why didn't you? Like, why? Yeah, ask yourself maybe why didn't I start with him? Are there any still major concerns? Is it, look at what Jared Witts did to this bloke last week. When he played West Coast, that's another reason why I was so big on the captaincy with him. But yeah, look, relevant for sure. Jeno, hey Shagger, that is awesome. Underused, Shagger, underused, along with the word grouse. So Shagger, how are you, Cobb? Cobb as well, love Cobb in a very affectionate way. Some people give like Cobber as the old, when people try to champ people. But yeah, love that Shagger. For some reason, as a bit of a compliment, knackers. The word is knackers. I was going to call you numbnuts. That's our title. But knackers, another great one. Not numbnuts. Sorry, mate. Hey, Shagger scored 18-7-1. So not bad. I'm really thinking about getting one of the Gorn or Sherry. I don't know why I'm laughing, because of the injuries to Rosie and the cement bag. I love the fact you've used cement bag as well. Yeah, that is elite there, man. Really thinking about getting one of Gorn or Sherry. Yeah, look, I don't mind it with rucks. Gorn, Sherry, dog. Yep. Don't mind it. The more I think about it. Yeah, and isn't it funny that we're looking to trade into the rucks now? I should have remember I had that team. Gorn, Sherry, Bont, and then the Sinclairs, the Andersons, the Dacos. The Butters. It is what it is, right? Just wish I had gone there. And again, another shout out to Wiz, because I know that he is a man that followed the gut. Are you a captain's call? You have got to take the flowers when it pays, DR. 398 was very nice. Thank you very much. Look, you do, man. You do. And I sort of look at it as a 199, but when you see that a 398 from one player. Oh, I love this, man. I need to get a box of cards. Maxie and I always do a bit of a box break, and I'm just hoping for a big Sherry card now. I'm just going to display that. That'll be somewhere in the background. Took Miller. Tookie, says Aaron. The Aiden staff went and ranked 32K to 2K. Happy days. Nice, Aiden. Nice work, bro. Nibs ranked 867 before this round. After lockout, now ranked 15K. Horrible week with Rose throwing and rookies failing. But hey, man, look, great week previous. But 15K, that's solid. That is really solid. You can do so much from there, mate. Believe me. Holla. Shocker for me this week. Scary how many sideways trades are already forced to do good and track Rosie and Young. Yeah, you'll come back, mate. But you're absolutely right. You nailed it with the sideways trades. Just things we didn't plan for and you're forced to do. That's the frustrating thing when you're forced to do things. It's not choice. You know, if it's a bad mid-price pick and they're just not performing, it's like, well, bad luck. Not bad luck to me. It's like, well, my decision making, no one to blame but myself. When they're forced injuries, it's like, come on, man, just give us a spell. Come on. Tia, this drav. Sorry, man, I butchered it. Hey, Tia, sorry if this is late notice, but I think I accidentally joined your league or one of your leagues called Pig's Pen. My team is Ling John Un. Well, it's an elite league. Name and league. It's actually not my league. And if you've accidentally joined, congratulations. The Pig Pen is actually a very, very exclusive league. I don't know if Jimmy's watching at the moment, but you would know him, the great Pig Mentality from Dr. Supercoach. It is one of his private leagues. So I don't know how on earth you've gotten the Pig Pen there, mate, but congratulations. Very, very well done. Dave. G'day, DR. How are you, mate? 18-3-3 for myself this week. Nice. We need to use a boost to manage the carnage. And look, you're not alone there, brother. Believe me, mate. Woody, legend. And make sure that you also sub to Woody's channel. We did a couple of collabs, one on Woody's, one on our channel as well. Woody, I don't even know if I've been in contact with you on the DMs, man, after that. I've just completely lost you in the last couple of weeks. So need to chat during the week, mate. But much love and hope that you're well, mate. Are we sure Jesus wasn't the pre-incarnation of Bond? I am absolutely sure, mate. Absolutely sure. Talk about loving Sherry. Even though I don't love him, I still love the Bond more. So much man love for him. Poke Peds. Poke's Peds fan. Poke. Didn't do too bad considering the big boy injuries. Got myself an 18-4-9. But what do we do? Sit in a corner and cry for tonight and then regather yourself in the morning. Go to work, go to school, look after the kids, do whatever you want to do or need to do. Compose yourself. Raid trade a few people out as you're watching Raid Trade Mondays live here on the channel with Scobes and JG. And then compose yourself the night after, tune into the Swordplay podcast, and then make a more reasonable decision. That's my best advice for now. CJ, Love the passion. I'm always covering my round result with my bad hand revealing it bit by bit. Yeah, it was like me watching Sherry after the first quarter. It's like, and then you watch Bond. It's like, oh, you can't actually watching Bond wasn't it was that last quarter where you're going, come on, man, and come on, Ed. I've got it. Come on, Ed, do something, you bastard. But yeah, like you gotta have passion in the game, man. It's all about the fun, isn't it, dude? Matt. How long Rosier for you reckon? Well, some people have said maybe not as bad. I've heard 10 to 12. So I'm not the person to ask, mate. We'll just have to wait. It'll be common news, hopefully sooner rather than later. Hex, trade's done already. Can't believe I'm sitting on 400K. I might be as well. Don't know, man. But hey, I'll use that for when the bond comes off the round 3 buy. A very, very common strategy, I think, for a few people. When a very, very common. Definitely a strategy that I'll even think of, mate, myself. Benny, would you bring in Houston or Worrell, Jackson and Holmes? Well, if you're asking me for 2 defenders at value price with upside, they're the 2 blokes. And if you're looking at just random other guys to put in your flex or ruck or wherever you want to go in midfield in this point, they're probably the 2 blokes I like the most. So there you go, mate. It's an absolute stock market video, but what I will say to you, Benny, is your selections, in my humble view, are fantastic and absolutely the same as mine. Actually, that seems like I'm talking myself up because they're the same as mine. They're fantastic, all the rest. I don't mean to say it like that, but yeah, like them, man, like them. To split them, I really need to think about. Maybe mid-season buys. What's your structure like there? Do they have the same? I don't even know. I've got the image somewhere, but yeah, no time. I need to get the comments. But yeah, great options, man. Jed Whiskey, who to go from track? Yeah, stocky, mate. There'll be a lot of options. Now, I've been hoping no one would mention Grind. Just brought him straight in. Yes, very much an option. And there you go, Jed. Just been mentioned there, mate. Worrell or Houston. Yeah, both great picks. Got them like that at the moment. Doesn't Maxi Holmes look good to bring in this week? 140 plus round 1. Also, Tom Stewart looks nice. I couldn't go Stewart just with age, but hey, has wound back the clock just like Gunston and these sort of blokes. So hey, don't let me write off the pick. I've written off the pick personally for myself, but hey, who knows, mate? Who knows with Tummy? Kurt. Loot Butters, couldn't quite bring myself to keep the C on Sherry. Gutted, love your content, DR. Mate, don't get too down on yourself because Loot Butters, that was a sensible. And if I had the VC on Butters, I wouldn't have taken Sherry myself, man. There's no way I would have had the balls to do that. So don't be down on yourself, brother. Thank you very much. Really glad you're enjoying the content as well. But it was a sensible thing to do, mate. I actually stuffed up my VC with Nando. And yeah, well, I suppose I still had a decision between Butters and Sherry. And after seeing Butters, I was literally kicking myself, dude. And now you're sort of kicking yourself after watching Sherry, but probably giving yourself a pat in the back after watching Butters. So yeah, you win some, you lose some, dude. But yeah, certainly don't be down on yourself and appreciate you, mate. Fishing for fun. And that's the way it should be and the way you should play Supercoach. If you're making it to this comment, DR, they should, and I have made it, obviously. Thanks, man. They should mark Sherry up to 225 for you, brother. Great stuff, mate. Thank you very much. You are too kind and glad I did get to it. I don't know if you're still with us, mate. We've still got 250 people here. So lots are still showing love. And you know me, I try to get to every single comment. It just doesn't feel right. If I don't, I tend to go to midnight, 1 o'clock at times. So I have to. Hopefully I don't have to now. But thank you very much, mate. I do appreciate you, buddy. After some of the comments on the controversial scaling get him to 199. I won't ask for too much more. I think people start to give me a bit of hate, but I do appreciate the sentiment, mate. Thanks, buddy. The ladies, man, thoughts on Windsor to Worrell? Yes. Rosetta Cook? Yep. Sharp to Sherry? Yes. I like that. And trade track next week. Do I trade track this week? I'll need to think about it, Causa. We are absolutely due. For any members that are watching, when can we lock it in? I've got Nash's parent teachers Wednesday stock. It's not a lot of time in the week. Do you know what? It may be dodgy as, but I might even try to do a Thursday night after school on the way home from school. I will drive safely, but literally call before I go put the StreamYard link out early, and then just go from there and have a chat for an hour and a half when we drive home, whatever. So, yeah, we'll definitely have the members video chat, Causa. When I say video, I won't be looking, I'll be driving. But yeah, is that legal? I hope so. Thoughts on CDT? He's an option. He's an option. JS is great, but please, please, please don't expect those scores. West Coast win, a huge impact, tight game, and look, saying that he was on a good score at 3/4 time, could have gone even bigger, but yeah, price puts me off. But lots of other good things going his way. Are you going to trade out track low key, thinking of keeping? Look, circumstantial, but yes, at the moment. Although I really dislike the forward options that we've got. ZE trading out track Rosie and Sharp, bringing in Murdoch, yes, Lockie Ash, and tossed up between Watkins and Bont. We'll get the cash gen with Rosie and Wines out. Wines out. But I can afford Bont, but also his buy. Yeah, well, I hate trading into a buy. That's the same with Ash. If Lockie Ash didn't have the buy, it would just be, I'd say, I'll bugger Houston. I'm just not taking the risk. I'm just going to get Ash in. It's just that he's got the buy. So I love Lockie Ash as a selection, mate. If you can deal with that, then go for it, mate. Reeves, 242K has a buy this week and on the bubble next. Ruckline and Flex will be full. Yeah, interesting. It's just that Tog, isn't it? I wish I'd just drop Meek and go with Reeves, but it's working at the moment. But he's a beast, man. If he could get proper Tog as R1, wowee. Even at the price what he's scoring with 50 low odd percent Tog is amazing, dude. Cash gen or keeping primos in bank or going in now? This is so team dependent, mate. It's a strategy question. It really is a strategy question. Are you overall? Are you league? Are you someone that just wants to go right up to fourth gear now and go bang through these injuries and change and boost and use every trade that you can to fix it up now? Or are you someone to go, do you know what? I'm going to sit back just a little bit, second, third, not panic too much. And then hopefully I'll be able to go on cruise control a little bit more in that maybe third part of the season. Very team dependent, mate. And with the buys, it is best 18. So if there's ever a time to do it, and this is the cash gen, and leave a bit of cash in the bank, it's now. So the more that I think about it, if you're going to do it and you are so 50-50 on this strategy, now is the time to implement that strategy when you've got other scores dropping off. The issue is that even with the rookie we thought we were confident on, like your Sam Grill, his score dropped out of my system this week, and he's the one I bloody traded in over Murdoch, which is another story. But yeah, we can never be confident on rookies after 1-2 weeks. Even your Murdoch type, hey, he could dish out a 40-50. I don't think he's the type to actually now after watching him for the second week, but we've got to be prepared for this. So there are risks in doing so. But if you can manage to do it, maybe with 20 plus on the field, then maybe you go your cash gen, knowing that you will be giving up points, and don't get too sad with your round rank, I suppose, mate. But a tough question, mate, to answer. Halves, stoked with a 1953. Nice, top 2% for the week. Wondering how we're feeling about Richards and some others. Look, Richards for me is dead set, not the least, but one of the least of my concerns at the moment. If he's healthy and he's gone 90 plus for the week, just, yeah, don't hurt yourself, Ed. So, nah, not worried, mate. I'm worried about the injured players at the moment. Look, certainly concerns about some other primos that are underperforming, but yeah, in a nutshell, it's the blokes that are dealing with longer-term injuries, mid to long-term injuries. Houston or Zorko, I'm Houston at the price, mate. Daz, thinking of keeping track. How long is too long? Legend. Yeah, look, Daz, it's a tough one because it's your buy structure. Can you afford just to leave him there? Look, when a primo's 3+ weeks, that is my general, and I say general, nothing's ever set in stone. Some rules are, but this one isn't. Sort of is, I suppose. 3 weeks plus and a primo's out. So given the fact that the talk is 4, I'm gone, ski, mate. But that's just me personally, mate. Other people may be patient and may be rewarded later on the season. Because remember, every one of the previous winners, every one, 4 out of the last 5 previous winners that we interviewed did have a trade come the last round of the season. And these are the decisions it comes down to at times, having that extra trade. So, yeah, tough one. Tough one, man. Timmy, how many primos is too many for the mid-season buy rounds? Well, it all depends on your rookie cover and how good those rookies are. Like if you've got your Jaggers, your Belmeyers, it seems like your Murdochs, maybe your Marshalls, these types, then I think that it's okay to have a couple extra out. But yeah, it's what I'd be doing is I would be to get a really good idea about it, mate, is look at the ownership, go players, coach's choice, select all, and then go to ownership. And then you'll be able to get a rough idea about what other coaches are looking like themselves. Check out your game day, look at what other squads are looking like, and maybe compare and look at the average, mate. So, yeah, tough one to answer, but that's the best advice on being able to do a bit of research into it, dude. DD scores fine, but I think I have 4 or 5 injuries, so I'm tempted to hold track as I've been on the buy, as he'd be on the buy anyway. Good point. That is another good point. Yeah, we track. Rosetta Houston, easy, might just fix rookies. A very valid strategy, mate. Very valid strategy. Bailey, Vicentini or Sharp to trade out this week. Ooh, geez, man. What can Vicentini's money get you? Maybe if you don't need the money, Sharp. But, geez, Sweet was pretty good, doesn't he? If Sharp's out, I don't know, man. Sorry, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Bury your head in the sand in that one. Flip a coin. I don't mean to sound bad. Sorry, man. Useless went up 58K in the ranks. Yeah, sit outside the top 20K. Hope for another big week, a big rank jump next week. You'll absolutely get there, bro. Nice work. DD positive, I gained 58,000 ranks. Negative, it's still only ranked in the 33,000s. That's fine for now, mate, and a big jump. Congratulations, brother. Anthony went up 50K in the rank to top 9K. So some good stories here. I was going to say good luck. Some feel-good stories in regards to ranks, which is cool. In amongst the adversity and the carnage, and we're all here together, which is fantastic. There are, you get that little bit of jealous. We all do, don't we? A little bit of jealousy. Like, you bastards went really well and I had a crap round. But look, generally speaking, the community that we've got here is fantastic, and everyone is legitimately happy when others get a good score. And true when I say that. Although you're all my bloody competition. Track Rosie and Parrish, says Ethan, to Sherry Holmes in Houston. Yes. Love it. Love that. Davo, 199 is Sherry's best ever Supercoach score. He has never been over 190 before. I didn't realize that, man. I thought he'd given us a 190. Are you joking? So, in a round of carnage, in the last game, when I was appeased away from captaining Shees and going with more of the crowd. What a man. What a man. Big X. Go and give it. I wish that in my round review I could actually, and if Jeff, if you're still watching, and any exhibit fans up in Smoke Tour fans, if I didn't get copyrighted, I would put that intro in. X, go and give it to you. But wowee, that's massive. Thanks for letting me know that, Dave. That's some sort of handy info, but trivia type info. Appreciate you, man. Bailey, obviously trading at Rosie and track this week. Should I look to get rid of Sharp or Vicentini? Yeah, mate. I just don't know. I'll think about that more, and maybe ask me in the round review of the stocky, man. I just want to say also, mate, massive fan of what you've been doing over this year. Been a subby from the start. Keep kicking them goals, mate. Nice. I appreciate you, Poke. Thank you very much, mate. And look, for those people that have just subbed recently, got us to 7.5K, cannot thank you enough. But it is really special for those that have been there from the start, and you guys know exactly who you are, and seen the growth. It really has grown, luckily, really quickly from day one. 1,000 really quick, and then we introduced the stockies, now the big brotherhood and sisterhood that we've got here. It's just fantastic. So that does mean a lot, man. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, mate. Lucas took the skip off. No, bad luck, man. Which is a better trade? Sharp, Rosie, and Parrish. Murdoch, sorry, which is a better one? Sharp, Rosie, and Parrish, Murdoch, Sherry, in Houston. Well, yeah, that's got the tick from me. I don't know what your other one is, though. Sorry, mate. Rosie for Worrell. Yes, Lucas, that we get the tick as long as Worrell is A-OK. Shawnee, not sure if it was Joven or JP, but a previous winner on the pod that said they were ranked 20K after round 2 or 3. Plenty of time. Great call. Who was it? Yeah, I forget as well, but it was definitely one of them, wasn't it, mate? Absolutely, it was. One of the goats. So that's a great point, Shawnee. Ed Richards to Bond, not for me with all the carnage, but that is a luxury trade. So if you've somehow got that luxury trade, yes, I would love it, but I don't think most people would be in that position, mate. There's probably higher priorities for most anyway, but again, maybe in an individual position. Alex, which is a better trade? Sharp, Rose. Oh, sorry, this is the other one. So, Murdoch, Ash, Houston with I like the first one, mate, because Ash is on a buy personally. PB Magic, love jumping on the 20 grand spots. I've love jumping up that many spots with Sherry Captain. Beautiful work, mate. Nice. It's Kappa top 17, boys. Nice, Cap. Nice. Oh, now talk about something that's been there from the start. You can see the member symbol there. Thank you very much, Callum. For anyone that has tuned in, $4.99 a month, under $1 a week. All money goes to Beyond Blue to become a member. You get so much stuff in the background. Carly Boy, great to hear from you, mate. DR ranks in disarray. Panic has set in. This is a team when our leaders need to stand up and talk us back down from the league of Jack Lukosius trade-ins. Been a hell of a year, and it's 2 weeks in. Oh, mate, look, as I mentioned, you're one of my favorites. We are here for you, mate, as a community if you had a bad start. People have already mentioned, as you've probably already heard and seen, people have been off to terrible starts and then, bang, shoot up the ranks and have a very successful season. So you're going to be the same, brother. You know this. I can feel it in my veins and in my blood, my brother. This is Drav. Hey, man. Hey, DR. It's me again. What should I do in the Pigs Pen League? Have I taken someone's spot? If so, I'm more than happy to leave the league because as I said, I've no idea how I got into it. No, mate, look, and this isn't, I don't want to like handball this one, man. But I have no idea how you've got in. I'm not responsible for the league, mate. So sort of none of my beeswax with that one, mate. Maybe you get on to Pig, but I'm assuming given the fact you're in there and you've been so fantastic about it, just stay in, mate. Just stay in. But if you are the one that's genuinely concerned, I'm not concerned whatsoever by it. I say well done, good luck. But if you are generally concerned, mate, you can always message Pig on X, and don't know what his other socials are, but definitely on X, and let him know, and he'll get back to you. But appreciate you being concerned about it, mate. But enjoy the league, man. Enjoy the league. It's got some legends in there. I know that. I think I was meant to join my mate's league, but must have mistyped a digit. Got lucky. I didn't realize until now when I saw you and JD's team in the same league as me. As I said, just the fact that JD is there and a retired content legend, very hard to hear from him or get a view of his team or get him in your leagues. It does go to show that it is a pretty prestigious league, that one, the Pigs Pen, mate. And I can only be involved in certain ones, run all these cashies. So it goes to show that wasn't when I personally went in myself. Whippersnipper, I love that name. Hey, dear, not Supercoach related, but looking at some words of wisdom. You don't speak to me then, mate. I should get Jonathan for this. Had a brain bleed after a head knock at footy training last week. Have been medically retired. My Supercoach rank sucks too. What do I do? Oh, look, dude, I am like, I was laughing. So I having a bit of a laugh at the start of that comment when I hadn't read on, mate. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. First of all, what I can say, mate, is that always here for a chat. Always here for a chat. And I can also speak on behalf of every one of the Swordplay crew. I don't know if you're on X, dude. I'm not a big Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, but I'm not big on X, but I do use X as all my socials and communication, or most of it anyway. So please send us a message here, mate. Janeth is literally a medical expert, trained to be a doctor. I'm not joking. We do joke around about how clever he is, but he literally is the smartest human I know. I'll get on to him, mate. I'll let him know about this. And please message us on X we're all here for you, mate. I'm really sorry to hear that. In regards to your Supercoach rank, hey, you'll be A-OK. You'll come back from the dungeons. And, hey, if you can't, it's free to enter each and every year and find some joy out of it. Even if you're not worried about your rank, try to win a league or select the plays that you enjoy watching, mate. But really sorry to hear about that, mate. And, yeah, we'll absolutely get around you with any way that we can. Maybe I know collecting something. You can see from the background there that I collect a heap of things. Toys, cards, sure there's other things, money boxes, which is so nerdy. I know, but hey, I'm proud of it. I don't care. I'm not embarrassed or anything. T-shirts, Brisbane Fitzroy stuff I collect. So I'm not a rich man at all. Lots of this stuff, look, hunts at the op shops and markets, that sort of stuff. And then the hunt's part of the fun. So maybe a collection, mate, and then you could sort of go hunting for certain things and get out and about. You could maybe get involved with another or a new community. Maybe you didn't know was out there or you haven't been involved with before. So I suppose it's always about trying to find another passion, isn't it, mate? But so sorry to hear that, mate. And yeah, again, I keep saying it, but we're all here for you, mate. Willis, considering he's got the bye, track is only out for 3 weeks, which I think is holdable. A very good point, mate, because we knew that he was going to be out this week. We were obviously planning for that. So you could look at it that way. I suppose the other way you're looking at it is that you're missing out on potentially 4 premium scores in your side. So other side of the coin, but a really, good way to think about it, mate, if you're more on the conservative side of things. BMS, Sherry Captain saved me so hard this week. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Benny, thoughts on Colby? Held last week. I was trying not to trade now, wishing I did. I'm exactly the same, and it was going to be for Murdoch. Oh, I just think we've got more carnage. He was 100% on the chopping block for me. 100%. Or in Noah Anderson's Tog for a while there, 101%, if you know what I mean. On that one, I'm sure that I was trading out Colby, but at this stage, I'm holding. My thought is at the moment, if they're healthy, hold. So you hate doing it, but yeah, ideally you want him out, man. Ideally you do want him out. Flagaroo, injuries are a killer. One of Milan and Cook can only get Milan now. What do you think, Rosetta Houston or Worrell, Tractor Sherry or Dogger? Yeah, well, I like all those options, mate. So you are on the absolute right track. Check out the stocky. Matty, next week's VC and Sarity locked. Sherry, so it said Salt. Saturday, Sherry, VC in the Bombers. Love it. Sunday, Butters captain versus West Coast. Though, don't think we'll get to Sunday. Love it, mate. Yeah, we don't need to even listen to the captain's videos. Sorry, Janeth Roscoe Pig this week. Locked and loaded. Matty, Night DR, thank you as always for your great work. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Is it that time? I'm not going to get to the round review, am I? 11:30. All right, look, I'm going to have to... It's not as bad as I thought. All right, but I'm going to really have to turbo through these guys. And again, I hate to sound like I'm being rude when I turbo through, but I'm buggered. I'm absolutely buggered as well, but I'm going to turbo through. But please don't take any offense if I do sound rude. Hey, Legend, tough loss in your family league. Only took 1,000 tries getting into the Skodfather League One and accidentally came across yours and slid my way in. Oh, is it you? I was wondering, man, because I'm like, I recognize the name and I'm like, did I give it out? Did I? Like, I can't remember, but well done for absolutely sliding your way in there, mate. The Nathan Chowdhury showed him. Dragon, glad I started cook, so now I can get Milan. I read that as minion almost here. Very, very nice, mate. Crawfo, sharp to Murdoch, Goulden to Jackson this week. Thought I nailed my trades with him. Big X goes crazy. Scalped on my captain. Shiesel points. Tough watch not owning it. Absolutely would have been, man, as well. You're going to make me lose my mind. Up in here. DMX rocks. Oh, DD, you know what it's like. Up in here. I was so big. I don't know if you're here or not, but I actually rocked the 2-pack t-shirt without meaning to today at the footy, mate. It's DMX, not Exhibit. Oh, you're kidding. Am I far that behind? Oh, rearrange your whole name. X, rearrange your whole name. X and the Z, and we're all in the... Oh, X to the Z, and we're all in the family X. That's what I was thinking of. But X can't give it to you. Is absolutely DMX. Sorry, that's a terrible rendition. But yeah, I've been to heap of cool concerts. Went and saw Ice Cube. Some of my absolute favorites are Cypress Hill. Went and saw them. Seen Snoop a couple of times now, which was awesome. So yeah, big fan of the rap. Not as much these days, but Jacob, thinking of just going race to track and then home to Murdoch, whopping 700k in the bank next week, looking at doing Windsor, doing double upgrades to Bont and Ash. Hey, you could after the bye, mate. You could. Remember, Ash will be on the bye next week, though. So you could go Bond, but Ash you won't be able to. You have to wait another week, though, mate. So maybe get him in this week if you're not too concerned about the bye. Excuse me, if you are, you have to get him in round 5. How long Rose out for? I've heard 12. I've heard maybe a little bit longer. Not too serious. Sam, excuse me. Reckon Rosie for Josh Dacos. Yeah, not too bad, man. And what's some good options for track and sharp stock market, my friend? Stock market. Saw Series 0, -4 halfway through the first and thought I screwed my captain. Never bet the X. Yeah, exactly. I was 100% the same, mate, to the point that I didn't even watch the first half of the second quarter and wish I had. Will Desk get Ashby's on the bye coming up? Yeah, sorry, mate. I didn't see that comment there. You're absolutely right. Can't believe how good I am to have Walsh back on the ground after this week, mate. You're spewing about having Walsh in a way. Well, some people have been, and then he's back. You're just like, yes, I love Walsh. I'm glad I got Walsh. Every time I have a shit round, says Greg. Oh, and Greg is a member. Shout out to you, Greg. Hope you're well, mate. Every time I shit round like this week, I always tune in to your upbeat podcast. Always makes me feel better. Appreciate you, mate. Thank you very much. Look, even when it's a tough round for me, you got to rock up each and every single week, and you've got to take this in a positive manner. Because it is a free game, and I've gone through a lot of family issues, lots that people know about, lots that people don't know about in the last couple of years, and I think that's really helped me to put things into perspective. Really helped me because when things were absolutely flying, most things in life, it's like a super coach, a bad round. It's like, dang it, I never show you. You never show it. You're always positive. But yeah, look, there is a little bit of fun also when I do have my rants, when I have a really bad week, like, damn you. But it is always in good fun. So yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, man. Though, mate, always try to stay upbeat. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate you, dude. Sam went from 7,000 to 26,000. Knew it. Come with 4 primos on the bench this week. Both Dacos, Sorko, O'Neill sacrificed around for the trades, and hopefully 4 keepers. Keep that in mind, dude, because now all these blokes are coming back. Other people their round scores are not having these. Well, you may, but not many of these blokes like you have coming back. So yeah, keep that in perspective, mate. And yeah, you should be in for a big week, hopefully. Mike got 600k. Who's the best forwards pick? Well, she's obviously. And then that's the question. That's why I'm actually looking at, because I've got she's in the flex, or I've got a forward in the flex at the moment. So I'm literally trading track out of the forward line into the flex in another position. That's how dodgy I think the forwards are at the moment. But yeah, we'll look at that again during the stock, mate. Funny, everyone said the Rucks wouldn't perform. 19.58 with Sherry C. Very nice. Yeah, definitely hasn't been the case. The Woohoo Revenue. Hey, mates, how are you? Great to see you, man, or hear from you, mate. How do you hectic round? Big time, brother. Big time. Massively hectic for many coaches. So that's it. Like, if you had a tough round, definitely not the only one. Michael Rubenstein, Rosie to Murdoch, Track to Marshall, and Blackstone to Houston leaves me 757 in the bank. Bet Bond after his buy from Parrish. Don't mind that at all, mate. There's going to be record amounts of cash in the bank for people this week. Record amounts. There has to be. Everyone I want is on a buy. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. And that's what makes it really, really tough. Hate the early buys. Holding track, I'm probably trading out as things stand, mate. Greggy, haven't used any trades yet, making up for that this week and next. Oh, great, though, the fact that you haven't used any trades yet, because everyone will be using trades this week, mate. I guarantee you that. Eric Chris 84, that's the question. I don't know. Oh, sorry, I don't even know what the question was. Sorry, mate. Can Cogs keep this roll, please? 102 points, 17 CBAs, though could have been better with only 57%. If he keeps the CBA roll, yes. it's a big if. It's a big if, and I'm not sure. Tough one. Seeing some good points made in that Gold Coast. Won't rushing back in their schedule as easy as. Good that you're chatting between yourself, lads, as well. Take up coaching. I don't know who that's to, James. Sorry. If it's to me, I've done a fair bit of coaching, actually, fair bit of footy coaching and a lot of basketball coaching as well. But with a lot of stuff that's been going on, taking a break this year, but did the water boy stuff this week and always get around the boys in the huddle, which is pretty cool, mate. Sorry, yeah, I'm just going to skip through these conversation you guys are having, which I love as well. Should be getting rid of Windsor on McKercher. Both ideally. Murdoch, murderers, red room. Well, that's also now holding McKercher because of all the carnage. Yep. Same here, mate. I hate doing it, but I think you have to. There are no forwards to replace Track. That's why I'm not trading into the forward line, mate. Is it okay to high five rucks? Well, at the moment, mate, it's looking like the meta after everyone was thinking, don't do it. Sorry, 6. Hey, I would absolutely, if I could at the moment, mate. English, Dogger, Sherry, McAndrews, CDT, ZZ, and ZZ over White could have been a bit of a miss from me. But hey, looking pretty good. Oh, I'm almost there. I cannot believe I've done this. 5 comments left. 2 hours on my clock. It's always a couple of minutes out. I think this has been perfect. What do you think average is this week? Oh, well, it's obviously open. I can't see it at the moment on this screen. 19. Good score. 1880, I'll just say. That complete. I could be way off there. 42K to 8K. Thanks, Sherry. Nice, Rustic. Is Watkins worth bringing in? Yes, he could be, mate, depending on what other rookies you've got. Yep. Carry 199 and Reed 76. SC scoring is cooked. Is that meant to be Sherry? Yeah. Jacob, well, with the information that Ash has the buy, I'm looking to have 580. Oh, and that's good. I'm glad that you got that info from the stream, mate. That's why we're all here for you, dude. That Ash has the buy. I'm looking to have 858K in the bank. Is it even worth it? I really don't want to use a boost. If you don't want to use a boost and you're going to have that much, I do not think it's worth it, buddy. Michael, hey, I love your work. Was at the game today and very impressed with the young Eagles. Hardly a great game, 30 disposals, when against umpires, but he gets umpired differently to others. Do you know what? It almost seems like that, doesn't it, mate? And I don't want to get in a big Harley rant now, but yeah, particularly as a supporter as well, it would be really frustrating, dude. Really frustrating. But yeah, geez, a talent, isn't he? The Woohoo Revenue, nice print, bro. What print was that? What print have I got up there? The only print, I've got Turtles prints there from the actual 80s movie, or is it 90s movie? The other print I've got there is like it's like, you know, like how you get the religious one with the disciples around the table. It's with all the Masters of the Universe, He-Man and all that Skeletor sitting around the table. So I don't know what other print you've got. I've got Huey's head here and and it was a typo. Sprint, was it? Sprint. Sorry, mate. I didn't know what print you were talking about. So sorry if I just bored you there for 20 seconds. Injury carnage hurts when they are highly owned players. Gives us a chance to get some different players in. Makes our teams a little less common. You are at glass half full, mate. That's why I love your comments. Matty, what do you think about raising the day cost and potentially tracker to rookies and upgrading to Bont next round? Lots of cash in the bank, but could be worth it. I actually like it, mate, the more that I think about it, but I will need to think about it more. 3 more. Thanks for another great stream. Mate, Mass, always a big supporter of the channel, mate. Always great having you here. Thank you very much. And thank you to anyone that has liked. And it does help with all the algorithm and all that sort of stuff. So thank you very much that has liked and commented. And even if you've just been kicking back and not commenting, thanks for your support. Well, hey, no sorries needed, woohoo. No sorries at all, mate. I think I might be deleting Supercoach after this round, said Stodzy. Stodzy, please don't, mate. We're going to end on a high here, Stodzy. We're going to end on a high. And that high is love you from Woohoo. Love you too. But Stodzy, if you've just joined the stream, mate, so many people have already mentioned that last round they were around 80 odd K, 50K, 60K, into 20K, into 10, even more. The winners last year were not ranked well, last year. Previous winners have not ranked well after the first round or two. They have clawed back. There is time for you to claw back. Don't delete the app, mate. Have fun. Get back into it. make the right decisions, make some good trades, and your season will be back on track. And that goes for anyone that's watching that's had a bit of a tight round, a bit of a bad round. Don't let it get to you. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So, guys, that is it. Over 2 hours. I knew this would be a bit of a bumper one. I think I looked and it was close to 400 at one stage. So, do really appreciate love. Stay tuned for a heap of content this week. Obviously, Rage Trade Mondays tomorrow night with Scopes and JG. Got to watch that. We'll be recording the potty. So, that may even be out after the live. So, either that or early Tuesday morning. My round review. Oh, probably not time to do it now. I may fall asleep doing it. I may actually have to record it now. That'll be out in the morning if I do decide to do that, or else I have to wake up early and do that anyway. So round review out at some stage tomorrow, and I need to think about all my trades as well. Don't know what I'm going to do there. I honestly don't. Stock market video is going to be, I predict, the biggest for the year. The biggest for the year. Break evens, every relevant player from rookies to primos, all the symbols even. All the break evens, everything you need. So thanks, guys. Cheers, Timmy. Cheers, Stodzy. All the best, mate. And cheers, Maddie. Guys, that is it. Gonna love you and leave you. On to the round review for me. No idea what I'm doing with my trades, but a very, very happy man after captaining the big X. X gonna give it to you. DMX, not exhibit. We'll see you soon, guys, in the next one. Good luck. I don't even know how to end this. I'm buggered. Love you all. Bye.